The napkin looked ordinary, cheap, white, slightly wrinkled, the kind you throw away without thinking. But when he unfolded it, the entire restaurant went silent, because written in neat black ink were just 4 words: "I know who you are." The Korean man froze. His fingers tightened. The air around him changed. Across the room, the black waitress who served him didn't look scared. She didn't look nervous. She didn't even look surprised. She just stood there, watching him. And slowly, the quiet man, who had been coming to this restaurant every Thursday for 3 months, smiled. Because for the first time in 10 years, someone had finally found him. And she wasn't afraid. She was waiting. The restaurant wasn't special. It smelled like old frying oil and cheap coffee. The neon sign outside flickered constantly, like it was about to give up any second. Half the chairs didn't match. The floor creaked. The air conditioner only worked when it wanted to. It was the kind of place people entered only when they had no better option. But he came here every Thursday. Same time, same table, same order. Black coffee, grilled chicken, no sauce, no conversation. He always sat near the window, but never directly in front of it. He chose the angle where he could see both the entrance and the reflection behind him. He never used his phone, never talked to anyone, never stayed longer than 30 minutes. And he always left exactly $20 as a tip. Not 19, not 25. Exactly 20. Maya noticed him on her second shift because she noticed everyone. She had learned to. And working as a black woman in a quiet neighborhood restaurant meant you either learned quickly or you suffered. She had seen all kinds of customers, the rude ones, the entitled ones, the drunk ones, the creepy ones, the ones who didn't look at her, the ones who looked too much. But this man was different. He didn't stare, he didn't flirt, he didn't ignore. He observed everything, the exits, the mirrors, the kitchen door, the people walking in, even the clock. He wasn't relaxed. He was controlled, like a man who expected danger, like someone trained. The first time she approached him, she spoke gently. "Coffee?" He nodded. That was it. No smile, no words. But his eyes lifted briefly, and she saw something there, cold, not cruel, just experienced. The kind of eyes that had seen things most people never would. She poured his coffee. And he said nothing. She placed the plate. He nodded once, and when he left, he placed $20 under the cup. She watched him walk out, his posture straight, his steps quiet, no hesitation, no wasted motion. That's when she knew. This man wasn't ordinary. He came again. Same table. Same order. This time, she tested him. "Long day?" she asked. He didn't respond, just nodded slightly. But she saw it. He heard every word. He just chose silence. She walked away, but she felt it. He was measuring her, just like she was measuring him. That night, 2 teenagers tried to run without paying. He noticed before anyone else, before the manager, before Maya, before they even reached the door. He didn't move. He didn't say anything. He simply looked. And the teenagers stopped. They looked at him. Something about him scared them, and they slowly returned. Paid. Left. Maya saw it, and that's when her curiosity turned into suspicion. Who was this man? Maya wasn't just a waitress. She had learned survival early. Her father died when she was 16. Her mother worked 2 jobs, then got sick. Bills piled up. Debt grew. Maya dropped out of college, started working. Restaurants, cafes, bars, anywhere that paid. She learned to read people, because reading people meant safety. And this man, he wasn't just cautious, he was dangerous. But not in a loud way, in a quiet way. The kind that hides power, the kind that doesn't need to prove anything. And that made her curious. It happened on a rainy Thursday. The restaurant was half empty. The door opened. 3 loud men walked in. Expensive suits, drunk voices, confident arrogance. They sat near the center, ordered whiskey, loudly. They complained. They laughed. They snapped fingers. Maya approached. "Yes?" One of them smirked. "You new?" "No." "You look new." She didn't reply. "Bring another bottle." She nodded. Walked away. They laughed. One whispered loudly, "She doesn't smile." Another replied, "Maybe she thinks she's too good." The third added, "Or maybe she's just rude." They laughed again. Maya ignored them, but she felt their eyes. And in the corner, the quiet Korean man watched. The men kept drinking, getting louder, more aggressive. "Hey, waitress." She walked over. "Yes?" The first man leaned back. "You got attitude." She stayed calm. "What can I get you?" He smirked. A smile. His friends laughed. She didn't react. "Anything else?" He dropped a napkin. "Pick that up." She looked at him, then bent, picked it up, placed it back, walked away. They laughed louder. The second man spoke. "People like her should be grateful." Third one nodded. "Yeah, lucky to even have a job." Maya kept working, but her hands tightened. And in the corner, the Korean man's eyes darkened. She brought his coffee. He looked at her. "You don't have to tolerate that." She blinked. It was the first time he spoke, her voice soft. "I need this job." He studied her, then nodded. "You're strong." She almost smiled. "Or desperate," he replied quietly. "Same thing sometimes." She placed the napkin under his cup and walked away. He lifted the cup, saw the folded napkin, opened it. "I know who you are." His heart slowed, not faster, slower. That meant danger. He looked up. Maya stood across the room, watching him, calm, unafraid. He folded the napkin, put it in his pocket, finished his coffee, the last sip, for the first time ever. Then he stood and waited, because the game had just begun. The game had begun. But Maya didn't realize just how dangerous that game was, because the moment he folded the napkin, everything changed. He didn't leave. He didn't react. He didn't even look at her again. He simply sat there, calm, silent, thinking. And that silence was more terrifying than anger. Across the restaurant, the 3 businessmen continued laughing, unaware that the atmosphere had shifted. Maya wiped a table slowly. Her heart was beating fast. She didn't know why she had done it, but she had. 3 months of observation, 3 months of suspicion, 3 months of questions. And finally, she had acted. Because she had seen the tattoo. It wasn't visible normally. Only when he reached for the cup. His sleeve lifted slightly. Just enough. And a small black mark on his wrist. Minimal, sharp, precise. Most people wouldn't recognize it. But she did. Because she had seen it before. 10 years ago. On her father. She was 16. Her father worked nights. He never explained what he did. But he always told her one thing. If anything happens, don't trust the police. She never understood. Until the night he didn't come home. Then 2 men arrived. Black suits, polite, cold. They handed her mother an envelope. No explanation. Just money and a simple sentence. He made a mistake. Her mother collapsed. Maya stood frozen. She noticed something. On one of the men's wrists. A black symbol, minimal, sharp, precise. She never forgot it. She searched. Years later, she found it. A Korean organization. Quiet. Invisible. Extremely powerful. Most people didn't even know it existed. But she did. And now, she had just seen the same mark on him. The loud businessman slammed his glass. "Hey, waitress!" Maya walked over. "Yes?" He leaned forward. "You ignoring us now?" "No." "You got attitude." She remained calm. "What do you need?" He smirked. "Sit." She didn't move. "I'm working." He grabbed her wrist. The entire restaurant froze. "Sit." Her voice dropped. "Let go." He tightened. "You think you're special?" Silence. And then a chair moved. Slow. Controlled. The Korean man stood, every movement precise. He walked toward them. No hurry, no emotion, just presence. He stopped beside the table. "Let her go." The man laughed. "Who are you?" he repeated. "Let her go." The man released her, but stood up. "You trying to be a hero?" "No." The Korean man replied calmly. "I don't like disrespect." The other two men stood. Then mind your business." The Korean man tilted his head slightly. "This is my business now." They laughed. One shoved him. The restaurant gasped. He didn't move, didn't blink, didn't react, just looked at him. That's when the first businessman felt it. Something was wrong. This wasn't a normal man. This wasn't fear. This wasn't anger. This was control. The Korean man reached into his pocket. The men tensed, but he only took out the napkin. He looked at Maya. "You wrote this?" She nodded. "Yes." The men looked confused. "What is this?" The Korean man ignored them. "Why?" She answered quietly. "Because I've been looking for you." Silence. The businessmen exchanged looks. "This some kind of joke?" The Korean man looked at them. "You should leave." They laughed. "We're not leaving." He sighed, then took out his phone. Dialed. I spoke in Korean. One sentence. "Come inside," and hung up. Nothing happened. 10 seconds, 20, 30. The businessmen smirked. "Calling back up?" He didn't reply. Then the door opened. One man entered. Black suit, quiet, then another, then two more, then 5, then 8. The restaurant fell silent. They didn't speak. They simply stood. One bowed slightly. "Chairman." The businessmen froze. Maya's breath stopped. "Chairman?" The quiet man nodded slightly. The air shifted completely. The businessmen stepped back. "Wait. What is this?" No one answered. The Korean man sat calmly. "Now we can talk." The first businessman panicked. "Hey, we didn't know." "You still don't." He looked at Maya. "You said you were looking for me?" She nodded. "Yes." "Why?" She swallowed. "Because my father died because of you." Silence exploded across the room. And the suited men stiffened. The Korean man studied her carefully. "What was his name?" "Daniel Brooks." The Korean man's expression changed, slightly, but noticeably. "I remember him." Her eyes filled. "You had him killed." The restaurant felt frozen in time. He didn't deny it. "Yes." Her hands trembled. "I spent 10 years finding you." He nodded slowly. "I know." She froze. "What?" "You started searching 5 years ago." Her heart stopped. "You knew?" "Yes." Fear crawled up her spine. "You watched me?" "Yes." Silence. "You let me?" "Yes." "Why?" His answer was calm. "Because I wanted to see if you would reach me." The tension became unbearable. The businessmen stood forgotten, invisible. Maya whispered, "Why?" He leaned back slightly. "Because your father didn't betray me." Her eyes widened. "What?" "He saved me." Everything stopped, and the entire room froze. And Maya realized this story wasn't what she believed, not even close. The restaurant felt smaller, like the walls had moved closer. No one spoke, no one even moved, because the quiet Korean man had just said something impossible. "Your father didn't betray me." Maya's voice trembled. "You had him killed." "Yes." "And now you're saying he didn't betray you?" He nodded once. Yes. Her chest tightened. That doesn't make sense. He leaned back slightly, studying her face carefully. It doesn't, unless you know everything. Her hands clenched. Then tell me. The suited men remained silent. The businessmen were frozen in place, afraid to leave. The Korean man finally spoke. 10 years ago. Your father worked for me. She nodded slowly. I know that part. He wasn't just an employee. Pause. He was one of my most trusted people. Her breath caught. What? He handled logistics, money routes, safe locations, movement. The room was completely silent. I trusted him with my life. Maya whispered, Then why kill him? The Korean man's eyes darkened. Because someone forced him to choose. Her stomach dropped. Choose what? Me or you? Everything stopped. He spoke calmly, but every word hit harder. They kidnapped you. Maya shook her head. No, that never happened. You were 16, walking home. A black van slowed down. Her face drained of color. She remembered. Barely. She thought it was random, just someone asking directions. But her father arrived suddenly, panicked, pulled her away. She never understood why. They were watching you, the Korean man continued. They knew he worked for me. Her hands trembled. They told him to leak information. Silence. And he did. Tears filled her eyes. No. He gave them 3 locations. The suited men shifted slightly. They attacked one of them. The Korean man's voice became colder. 3 of my men died. Maya whispered. My father wouldn't. He thought they would release you. Her breathing became uneven. But they didn't. Silence. They asked for more. Her knees weakened. And he agreed again. Tears rolled down her face. Stop! The Korean man didn't stop. I discovered the leak. Pause. I confronted him. Her voice cracked. What did he say? The Korean man looked at her. He begged me to save you. The room went still. He admitted everything. Her lips trembled. And you killed him. Yes. Silence. And then I found you. She looked up. What? You were alive. Safe. They never took you. Her mind spun. So, he did all that? For nothing? The Korean man nodded slowly. Yes. Her legs gave out. She grabbed the table. 10 years. 10 years of hatred. 10 years of revenge. And now, everything shattered. She whispered, Why didn't you tell me? I tried. She looked up. What? I sent people. When? After his death. Her voice shook. I never saw anyone. You moved. She froze. What? You and your mother disappeared. She remembered. They left the city, changed apartments, changed numbers. Her mother was terrified. She never knew why. They were still looking for you, he said. Who? The Korean man's eyes hardened. The same people who forced your father. Silence. They weren't rivals. Pause. They were inside my organization. The room became ice. Someone close to me. Maya stared at him. You're saying your own people? Yes. The suited man looked tense. You never found them? He answered quietly. No. And now, he looked at her. I think they found you. Her heart stopped. What? He glanced toward the door. Those 3 men. The businessmen froze. What? The Korean man continued. They weren't random. Maya's breath became shallow. They were testing you. The businessmen shook their heads. No. We just came to drink. One of the suited men stepped forward, checked something, whispered in Korean. The Korean man's eyes turned cold. Phones! The suited men grabbed the businessmen, checked their pockets. One of them pulled out a second phone. Hidden. The room exploded with tension. The Korean man looked at the screen, then at Maya. They were watching you. Her entire body went numb. Why? He answered softly. Because you found me. The businessmen began panicking. We don't know anything. We were paid. Just told to come here. The Korean man leaned forward. By who? I don't know. He nodded slightly. The suited men dragged them away. The manager hid in the kitchen. Customers slipped out quietly. Now only Maya. And him remained. The silence became heavy. You shouldn't have written the note. Her voice shook. I had to. Yes. Pause. And now you're in danger. Her chest tightened. So, what now? He looked at her carefully. Now, I protect you. She laughed weakly. You killed my father. Yes. And now you protect me? Yes. Why? His answer came instantly. Because he died protecting you. Silence. The weight of that sentence filled the room. She wiped her tears. What happens next? He stood slowly. You leave this job. She shook her head. I can't. You can. I need the money. He took out a black card, placed it on the table. Take it. She didn't move. I don't want your money. It's not charity. Then what is it? Protection. She looked at him. You're serious? Yes. And if I refuse? He met her eyes. Then I still protect you. She stared at him. Why are you helping me? He answered quietly. Because your father asked me to. Her breath stopped. What? He begged me before I gave the order. Silence. He said, take care of Maya. Her tears returned instantly. And now, I finally can. The Korean Mafia boss turned toward the door, then stopped. And Maya? She looked up. Yes? You were right. Pause. I am exactly who you think I am. He walked out. The suited men followed. The restaurant fell silent again. And then Maya stood alone, holding the black card, and realizing her life had just changed forever. The restaurant felt empty after he left. Not physically, but emotionally. Like something powerful had just passed through and taken the air with it. Maya stood still. The black card lay on the table. Simple, heavy, dangerous. She stared at it for a long time, then finally picked it up. No logo, no numbers, just one line, Chairman K. Han. Her heartbeat slowed, so he finally gave her a name. Han. She whispered softly, Chairman? The door behind her closed. The manager rushed out. What just happened? Maya didn't answer. You know those men? Who were they? She remained quiet. You're not coming back tomorrow, he said nervously. She looked at him. I quit. He blinked. What? I'm done. She removed her apron, placed it on the counter, and then walked out. Night air hit her face, cool, sharp, real. For the first time, she felt watched. Every car passing, every shadow, every reflection. Her phone vibrated, unknown number. She answered slowly. Yes? His voice, calm, controlled. You shouldn't walk alone. Her breath caught. You're watching me? Yes. She looked around. Where are you? Behind you. She turned. Black sedan, parked quietly, the window lowered. Chairman Han sat inside, expression calm. You left the job? Yes. Good. She hesitated. You already knew I would. Yes. She slowly walked closer. You always know everything? Only things that matter. She looked at him. And I matter? He answered simply. Yes. The back door opened. Get in. She paused. This was the moment. Step in, and everything changes. She got inside. The interior was silent. A luxury without showing off. 2 suited men in front. No one spoke. She looked at him. So, what now? He answered calmly. We find who forced your father. Her chest tightened. You think they're still alive? Yes. And they're after me? Yes. Silence. Why now? Because you reached me. She leaned back. So writing that napkin triggered everything. Yes. She exhaled slowly. No turning back now. He looked at her. No. The car stopped at a modern building. Private, quiet, hidden. They entered. Security everywhere. Silent men. Controlled movements. She realized something. This wasn't just power. This was an empire. He led her inside. You'll stay here. She looked around. You trust me? Yes. Why? He answered softly. Because your father did. That sentence hit again. She nodded. Hours later. He entered the room again, holding a file. We found something. Her heart raced. What? He placed photos on the table. 3 men, 1 circled. This man ordered everything. She leaned forward. Her breath stopped. She recognized him. No. It was the businessman, the one who grabbed her wrist, the one who laughed, the one who humiliated her. Her voice shook. He was just here. Yes. And now? Chairman Han replied calmly. He's coming to us. Her eyes widened. What? We invited him. Her pulse spiked. You what? The door opened. The businessman was dragged inside, terrified, sweating, shaking. Please, I didn't know. Chairman Han sat, calm, silent. You forced Daniel Brooks. The man froze. You threatened his daughter? Maya's hands clenched. The man looked at her. Recognition. Fear. You? Chairman Han continued. You thought he betrayed me. Silence. But you were wrong. The man trembled. I was following orders. From who? He hesitated. Chairman Han nodded. 1 suited man stepped forward. The businessman panicked. Wait! Wait! He shouted a name. Chairman Han's eyes hardened. So, it was him. The man nodded rapidly. Yes, he's still inside your organization. Silence. The betrayal was deeper, closer, dangerous. Chairman Han stood slowly. Remove him! The man screamed. Please, I told you everything. Chairman Han didn't look back. He simply said, He chose 10 years ago. The man was dragged out. Maya stood frozen. That's it? Yes. You're not going to... He already lost. Silence. Justice. Quiet. Cold. Final. Maya looked at him. Why did you hide all this? I wasn't hiding. You were waiting. Yes. For me. Yes. Her voice softened. You knew I'd find you. Yes. Why? He answered quietly. Because you're your father's daughter. Her eyes filled again. Morning light entered the room. She stood near the window. He walked toward the exit. You're leaving? Yes. For how long? I don't know. She hesitated. What about me? He turned. You're safe now. And after that? He looked at her carefully. That depends on you. She stepped closer. You saved me. He shook his head. No. You did. Silence. She held up the napkin, still folded, still wrinkled. I wrote 4 words. Yes. And everything changed. He nodded. Yes. She smiled slightly. Then let me say 4 more. He waited. She spoke softly. Thank you. Chairman Han. For the first time, he smiled. A real one. Small. Rare. Then he walked away. And Maya realized something. Sometimes, revenge doesn't end with destruction. Sometimes, it ends with truth. And sometimes, the most powerful man in the room is the one who answers a message, written on a simple napkin,